Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into the latest news about global superstar Taylor Swift and her iconic Rhode Island home. What's happening at her Watch Hill estate, and why are we so intrigued? Stick around to find out. Taylor Swift. She's not just one of the most celebrated musicians of our time, but also a savvy real estate investor. In her album Reputation, Swift sings about throwing big parties and jumping into the pool from the balcony. By this point, she'd been living in her mansion at 16 Bluff Avenue in Westerly, Rhode Island for 4 years, since buying it for a cool $17.75 million in April 2013. Known for its sprawling views and historic charm, this property's been the setting of her famous 4th of July parties. But recently, Taylor made headlines again. Not for another hit album, but for reportedly working on expanding her beloved home. So, what's the story? Swift's mansion was constructed in 1931 and has 700 feet of beachfront located on the highest point in Watch Hill. It was initially built for Mrs. George Grant Snowden, wife of a Philadelphia oil company executive. It's a white clapboard house with a mix of French provincial modern style with English Regency touches, as stated in the National Register of Historic Places. The house is known as the Harkness House to locals because of Rebecca West Harkness, who owned the house in the 1960s. Rebecca inherited the house from her husband, William Hale Harkness, who grew rich working for Standard Oil. According to reports, Taylor has submitted plans to make some significant upgrades to her Rhode Island estate. The proposed changes include expanding outdoor living spaces, new bedrooms, new bathrooms, potentially adding a guest house, upgrading her beach access, and other projects not listed and or available to the public. From billiards room to bowling alley to tunnels. These are all ideas that Taylor will or has discussed with the architects. You're lucky if you can afford a home in the 10+ million range, but the wealthy outdo us all. Breathtaking vistas and mansions aren't enough. They gotta have extravagant living spaces as well. If you're gonna build and renovate, this is the time to build in those items that were not originally included in the home and that you can afford without money being a concern. For the ultra-wealthy, security is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. Naturally, this was not the case in the 1930s when the house was originally built. Now, in 2025, the trend is to build down, not up, and security is all the rage. Coined iceberg homes to indicate that a significant portion of living space is underground and hidden beneath the surface, these amenity-filled subterranean levels include wine cellars, home theaters, bedrooms, luxury gyms, security rooms, and whatever else you can think of, including tunnels and doomsday preparation. The basements are almost a second house, and they're prevalent in high net worth neighborhoods such as Bel Air, Beverly Hills, the Sunset Strip, Malibu, Pacific Palisades, and Toluca Lake. When you're a billionaire, it's not just about living large. It's about living with amenities so you don't have to leave your home, including surviving the apocalypse in style. Gone are the days when a panic room in the basement was enough to calm the nerves of the elite. Now, the ultra-wealthy are turning their palatial homes into state-of-the-art fortresses, complete with all the bells and whistles to fend off everything from intruders to the end of civilization as we know it. Al Corby, a veteran in the world of luxury security, knows a thing or two about keeping the rich safe. His company, Safe, strategically armored and fortified environments, has been catering to the needs of the super-rich for half a century. When news broke of Mark Zuckerberg's underground lair in Hawaii, which includes a 5,000 square foot bunker, other tech moguls and CEOs couldn't scramble fast enough to beef up their own homes. Bill Gates is reportedly one of those who have taken the bunker craze to new heights, with doomsday shelters under all of his properties. Entrepreneur and venture capitalist Peter Thiel is currently building an elaborate bunker lodge in New Zealand, and celebrities like Post Malone, Kim Kardashian, Shaquille O'Neal, and Tom Cruise all have built bunkers or safe rooms in their homes. So what is Taylor planning? $1.7 million is a lot of money for a bedroom, a kitchen renovation, and an upgraded slide for the pool. It's much bigger than that. Now, this isn't the first time Taylor's property stirred up buzz. Back in 2013, local residents expressed concerns over her building a seawall to protect against erosion. While the mansion itself is steeped in luxury, its position on the coast has always required thoughtful preservation. The latest expansion has reignited debates among neighbors and conservationists. Some worry about the environmental impact of the renovations and additions, while others see it as a welcome investment in the local area. Building projects require construction companies, with employees and materials and permits and additional taxes. Everyone wins. One thing's for sure, Taylor's fans are loving the idea of more space for her to host future gatherings and perhaps even write her next chart-topping album by the sea. While the exact timeline of the renovations is still unclear, one thing's certain: it better be done before the 4th of July. Taylor's pennant to renovate and make additions are not unique to her Rhode Island estate. Her Tribeca, New York penthouse has also undergone extensive renovations to reflect her unique style. Taylor had the architect combine multiple units to create a sprawling multi-level apartment. The Cardigan singer bought 2 adjacent penthouses at 155 Franklin Street in Tribeca for $19.95 million in 2014. She purchased the pricey pads from Lord of the Rings director Peter Jackson. Swift combined the apartments into one home, creating a luxurious duplex containing 10 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and a billiards room. 4 years after purchasing, Swift expanded the home again when she bought the second-floor unit in the building for nearly $10 million from financier Jeremy Phillips in an off-market deal. The new addition spans 3,540 square feet. Swift started taking over the entire block in 2017 when she snatched up a townhouse right next door for a cool $18 million. Swift has made several updates to her Franklin Street compound, having submitted permits to the New York City Department of Buildings for over $1 million in renovations. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on your favorite celebrities, lifestyle trends, and so much more. See you next time.